Good morning here. Just discussing my essay on the two elections, which I used to compare the short term determinants of voting behavior and long term determinants of voting behavior. I compared the South African general election, which saw the ANC elected in 2017, and the German federal election, which gave rise to the Alternative for Germany. The One of the biggest issues I had with this project was determining the actual topics. I initially was going to look at the Nigerian election, but I had a lot of difficulty kind of getting the juicy tidbits that I needed. I actually ended up going to the writing department to get a little bit of help with researching, and I found that there was a really cool function called the Control F function that was really helped to find key phrases. I did notice that the for the 2019 South African general election, the ANC did quite well, and one of the long-term determinants that I just discovered on that had to do with kind of like their long-term view of the ANC amongst voters. You know, obviously they helped with the struggle against apartheid. So that was a really good one here. Let's see here. And in terms of the Western Europe election, the 2017 general federal election, I just found that it was a really interesting situation where the Alternative for the AFD there did a really great job in kind of switching tactics to gain more of the populist vote. So it was just a really great way for me to learn a lot about different segments of politics that I wouldn't normally have found. I did struggle a little bit with the kind of the third portion, which involved negative political campaigning in Canada. I found one study out of the University of Ontario that kind of addressed the effects of negative campaigning and what that does for youth perceptions of democracy. Now, I did kind of struggle to find more research topics. I think it's a little bit difficult of a topic to find because it's kind of hard to get actual numbers on that, because it's a very perception-based thing in terms of like how negative ad campaigns would influence. So I think it wouldn't necessarily be a short-term determinant or long-term determinant of voting behavior, more than it would be kind of a study of a a research study could probably conclude at best, which I think I did an okay job in terms of finding a research study. Anyway, thank you for the great class, Chaldeans. Hopefully I can take another class with you in the future, and all the best.